Hey guys, what's up? Destiny Gold team back for another video. Today we have a review on Patience in Time. This is, in my opinion, my favorite sniper rifle, although I don't argue that it's the best. I argue that it's one of the best, and I'll get to that in a bit. Patience in Time is a really fantastic weapon. Xur has sold it twice, or you could have gotten it through a drop from Crucible or Rock Strikes or however. There's a lot of ways to get this rifle, and I'm quite sure Xur will sell it again. We've already seen a couple of upgrades for it as well. It is now a 331 damage weapon, starting at a base 302. It has a base magazine of 4, but that can be increased to 6. It's a really nice weapon. I got mine from Xur for 17 strange coins, but like I said earlier, there's a lot of ways you can get this weapon. Anyway, without any further ado, let's dive right into some of the upgrades first. This is the boring part, I'm sorry. It has accurized ballistics, more range and impacts, increased recoil. CQB ballistics, greatly reduced recoil, significant penalty to range. Smart drift control, predictable and controllable recoil, but penalty to range. Now, in my opinion, I like going with accurized ballistics, more range and impact. This thing already has fairly high range, but it's not as high as Icebreaker, so you can increase it, and that's always a good thing to have. However, this weapon is the true camper's weapon, and here's the first perk that helps accentuate that. We have Third Eye. If you don't know what that is, it means your radar stays active while aiming down the weapon's sights. That's really cool. I actually like having that perk a lot. It's not unique to this weapon, but it is a very nice perk to have, and I will go over that some more in just a minute. You have another damage upgrade. Yeah, that's real special. I'm sure not every weapon has that. Next up, we have our next little column, our next tree. We have custom optics, precision glass for better zoom, fitted stock, increased weapon stability, and field scout, maximum ammo capacity. Now, one of the things that makes this weapon incredibly unique is the really high stability. This thing's scope moves, actually, it doesn't move at all. It just sort of sits there and you can keep shooting at the same spot over and over. So I don't actually find that increasing the weapon stability actually buys me that much. I prefer to have the field scout to increase the maximum ammo capacity out of 4 to go to 6. I find that to be much more useful, especially in Crucible. I'm going to go over that more in a minute. Next up, you have the Patience in Time perk. You gain active camouflage while aiming down the sights. Now, this sounds great at first. There is one thing that I need to warn you guys about. It does not activate immediately. It takes about 3 to 4 seconds, and then you go invisible. And it only stays for about 15 seconds or so, and then it goes back out of invisibility, even if you're still aiming down the sights. So just keep that in mind. And if you go out of scope while you're invisible, you will become visible again, so be careful. After that, you have your typical 4 damage upgrades, so if that doesn't surprise anybody, let me know. Now, some things I wanted to go over about this weapon. I consider this the Crucible version of Icebreaker. Icebreaker is really nice, but I don't find it as useful in Crucible because I like to use my sniper immediately, and I don't want to have to wait for it to charge up after I die, or after I run out of ammo. Patience in Time is like a typical sniper. You pick up ammo for it, you shoot the ammo, you get the kills, and woo, you enjoy the gun. Now, the reason I say this is a camper's weapon, if you guys hadn't figured that out already, you have Patience in Time, so you're invisible. It's pretty hard to see, especially if you're sniping at a decent range. This weapon has quite a long range, and you'll be doing a lot of damage at almost any one, and obviously it's a one-shot kill to the head. However, the Third Eye allows you to see if somebody is sneaking up behind you, which is a big problem in a lot of Crucible matches, since the maps are usually fairly close quarters, and that can be an issue. And just keep in mind, it's a powerful weapon, but it's not quite as powerful as some other ones. There are snipers that are more powerful than this one, so as a camping rifle, that could be considered a downside. Honestly, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Now, if you're looking to use this thing in PvE, which I actually don't recommend, I recommend Icebreaker for that, unless you're looking for arc burn. This weapon does have arc damage. It's good, but I don't like having to pick up ammo for it, and it doesn't have the perk with the Icebreaker where you can just restore your own ammo over time. So I kind of see these two weapons as counterparts to each other. Icebreaker is much better for PvE. I don't care for it as much in PvP, especially when you're limited to only 6 shots. Now, Patience in Time, although you can upgrade it to 6 shots, it does start at the 4, so you are also kind of giving up either custom optics or fitted stock when you take that Field Scout perk. Granted, it gives you more ammo in the first place, so I mean that's nice too. But that's just my own opinion on that. Overall, I do actually like Icebreaker more. So if I have to pick one or the other, I usually like Icebreaker more, but that's only because I play PvP more. However, or PvE more. But PvP, Patience in Time is definitely the way to go. It's a really excellent weapon, and I highly suggest if you get it that you focus on leveling it up. It's just a really wonderful weapon, especially if you're a Crucible user. It is indispensable on maps like the Venus map. I actually forget what it's called. Forgotten Shore, I believe. Anyway, wonderful weapon. Thank you guys for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Destiny Gold, out.